bonsoir, chers amis. C'est Deaso et on se retrouve aujourd'hui pour ce 267e épisode, je crois, sur Genshin Impact. Donc j'espère que vous vous portez bien. Alors, on est donc là aujourd'hui, samedi, pour plus de Genshin. Voilà, donc on va récupérer déjà les récompenses de succès, etc. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a d'autre? Rien. On a un message. Ouais, donc la récompense quotidienne. Hop là, on récupère aussi. Annonce. Vraiment juste des trucs de mise à jour. Hein. Donc je viens de me connecter. Donc aujourd'hui, comme d'habitude, non pas comme d'habitude, aujourd'hui, on va commencer une quête d'histoire, celle de l'Archon Electro. Ouais, des détails, ouais, donc détails de mise à jour, ouais. Il y a aussi des nouveaux trucs, voilà, donc sur l'événement. Hop, sur le grand événement, qui a déjà commencé, hein, l'offrande d'accès aux 3 royaumes, qu'on commencera la semaine prochaine. En attendant, nous allons nous plonger dans la quête d'histoire. La quête d'histoire de la Shogun Raiden. Vu que on va quand même essayer en même temps qu'on va faire les grosses quêtes, disons l'événement et tout, de débloquer rapidement le nouveau grand boss. Hop. Voilà, Impératrix Umbrosa. Hop, on retourne ici. Voilà, Utimi solitaire, reflet de la mortalité. L'aventure est arrivée à sa fin pour le moment. Paimon et vous décidez de présenter vos hommages à la statue de la divinité omniprésente. Ah. Voyons voir ce qui va arriver.
If the Tenryou Commission won't assist in dealing with the thunderstorm, the consequences could be catastrophic.
It's not that we're unwilling to do our part. We just don't have any spare hands right now. I hope you can understand.
Exactly. So let's keep the discussion going and see if we can find a solution.
Hey, Toma! What's going on?
Hello you two. We were just talking about what an impact you've made in Inazuma.
Quelle coïncidence.
Greetings. Thank you both again for delivering Miss Hiragi's letter that time.
Ah, so they're friends of yours. I'm Master Kamaji's servant. Call me Ippe.
Vous allez avoir des problèmes.
Well, the Tri-Commission's work used to consist of gathering information for the Shogun and carrying out any duties she assigned. But recently, she announced that she wishes to spend some time in solitude and self-reflection. Since she is refusing to receive any visitors, there is no one to tell us what to do. We all understand if the Shogun needs some quiet time to gather her thoughts. The only problem is, in the meantime, the thunderstorm out at sea has been getting wilder.
J'ai déjà entendu dire que cette tempête représentait la volonté de la Shogun.
Yep, that's the one. And all the time it's been there, the storm has never changed in shape or size. But now, it seems to be drawing closer to Inazuma.
What? So her will's changed and she wants to destroy Inazuma now? Or is this her way of trying to get revenge on us?
Tu as vraiment peur d'elle?
Nuh-uh! She lost to us. Paimon's not scared. Why would Paimon be scared? Paimon's just, you know, a little concerned that she might be angry. Yeah, that's all.
Ouais, on te croit, Paimon, ouais.
I don't think you need to worry about that. The reason we're concerned is that we've never known the almighty Shogun's will to falter before.
Considering Liyue's god left not too long ago, it's hard not to take it as a bad sign. A lot of people now believe that the thunderstorm is getting wilder because the almighty Shogun is having health problems. The fact that she won't see anyone right now makes us concerned that things are only going to get worse.
Ça semble être une préoccupation valide.
Right. So, before rumors start spreading, Miss Kamisato got me to come here and discuss countermeasures with the Tenryou Commission. We need to make sure we're prepared to deal with the chaos if and when it arrives.
Unfortunately, the reality is that the Tenryou Commission is facing huge internal instability at the moment. The Kujo clan has lost control over the other clans.
Huh? Why is that?
The Kujo clan is still awaiting the Shogun's trial for colluding with the Fatui and nearly destroying the whole of Inazuma.
Ouf.
Everyone knows that a change of commissioner is inevitable. It's just a matter of time before the almighty Shogun hands down her decree.
To put it simply, no one will take orders from the Kujo clan anymore. But there's still work that has to be done.
If Mr. Takayuki was in better health, there might be a way through. But now?
My lack of ability is to blame. I failed to uncover the truth in time, and I failed to stop my father. And now, as acting head of the clan, I'm failing to quell the unrest.
Don't blame yourself, Master. You have to at least keep your chin up until your older brother returns. The Kujo clan can't cope with any more instability in its current state.
Yes, you're right. Masahito has enough on his plate at the moment. Mustn't cause any more issues for him. Okay, Toma, let's revisit this discussion in a few days. Right now, I need to go visit Takatsukasa Susumu, head of the Takatsukasa clan. He's the only one capable of taking charge of the situation now.
I suppose. Well, okay, no problem. A speedy resolution to the Tenryou Commission's internal issues is in our best interest as well.
I'll come with you, Master.
No need. I'll handle this by myself.
Oh, okay. Take care then. Come back soon.
If you think about it, both the thunderstorm situation and the issue with the Tenryou Commission have been caused by the Shogun's decision to take some time off, right? If things carry on like this, people will start to panic.
On pourrait inviter la Shogun à sortir un peu. Hein?
Huh? You can actually do that?
On peut essayer.
Don't know for sure, but we may as well try. Whether she takes us up on the offer or not will depend on what mood she's in.
Sounds like you guys know what to do. Shall I leave it up to you then? You know, everyone's worrying about the Shogun's condition, but if people got to see her in person, it would put their fears to rest.
Je vais essayer.
Thank you very much. I owe you one, again.
The way Paimon sees it, there's only one person who might have the chance to see the Shogun while she's isolating, right? Let's take a trip to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
Ah oui, ouais, c'est la personne à laquelle je pensais. Il n'y a pas 36 solutions comme dit. Hop. Non, vous avez quelque chose à dire?
Your master shouldn't blame himself so much. Anyone else in his position would find it just as difficult to deal with.
Exactly. He puts far too much pressure on himself. The Kujo clan's future isn't looking bright.
Voilà. C'est-à-dire que l'autre, il avait accepté de discuter et de travailler avec les Fatui, justement pour assurer cet avenir radieux. Un avenir radieux. Bon. Allez, on va chercher Yaemiko. Où est-ce qu'elle est? Ah tiens, elle est là-bas.
I wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit me?
Évidemment.
What a smooth talker. Though your eyes do not lie as convincingly as your tongue. You came because you need my help, didn't you?
Ah là là.
Still, your answer has put me in a good mood. So tell me, what is the matter?
We heard the Shogun decided to take a break, and since then the thunderstorm around Inazuma has gotten wilder. Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will, so people are worrying that something might be wrong with her.
Ah, la commission administrative a également besoin de son attention.
All right. There's little purpose in keeping anything hidden from you anyway. Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled and her temperament has changed drastically.
What?
Son tempérament a changé? C'est difficile à croire.
Her power was already on the decline. Then you dealt her that fateful strike.
Ouh. Évidemment.
The defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor dango and light novels when I went to see her.
Ouh.
Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with, she was so angry she quite simply lost it. Crying and ranting and raving. Oh, I could hardly bear to see her that way.
You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over something like that?
Eh ben, ce n'est pas totalement impossible.
Before you get too indignant, consider the fact that your concerns sound every bit as nonsensical to me as that blatant lie did to you. Faye seeks eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. Of what consequence to her are mortal concerns for her well-being?
You're saying she's fine, right?
I don't know the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires her attention, so there is no reason to disturb her. I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, her will has wavered somewhat.
Peut-être qu'elle ne sait plus où elle en est.
I am the only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while she is resting. But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you, when I already have everything one could ever want, and have seen everything one could ever wish to see?
Ah, là, il faut qu'on vise juste. Faut le faire pour le peuple d'Inazuma, mais je pense qu'elle n'en a pas grand-chose à faire du peuple d'Inazuma, quoique. Quoique. Allez, on va dire qu'elle doit le faire pour elle.
I like that answer. Here is the pass permit. Show it to the Okuzumeshu at the gate, and he will let you in.
Thanks, Miko!
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest, please stay true to your word. Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit to me after you have finished with it.
Ah. Très bien. Laissez passer au Tenshukaku. Là. Laissez passer que vous avez obtenu de Yaemiko. Il vous permet d'entrer et de sortir du Tenshukaku à votre guise pour rencontrer la Shogun Raiden. Ce document aurait été créé pour le cas d'urgence, mais Yaemiko semble ne s'en être jamais servi. Ok. Ok, maintenant, ça va être sérieux. Ouais, bon, on va se téléporter directement vers la salle de boss de Madame. Ah.
The almighty Shogun has requested solitude. No visitors allowed.
Oh, we've got a pass permit from Miko.
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person, not even esteemed travelers like yourselves. Guji Yai is only authorized to hold that pass permit because of the trust that the almighty Shogun places in her, and her alone. Wait, this is authentic.
Il aurait été difficile à falsifier.
Understood. Then as the Shogun has ordered, I must not stand in your way. Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful, and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
Les Okuzumeshu, c'est la garde rapprochée de la Shogun. Et ils sont surtout là Pour empêcher les connards de se faire buter par la Shogun, en fait. Pour protéger les gens de la Shogun. Afin qu'il se passe pas de bêtises.
She's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
Ah.
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
Wait, no, it's us! Why are you treating us like we're your enemies? We made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate means!
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden.
Ah.
Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude.
T'as dit pourquoi? Tout va bien?
That is of no concern. This is my recuperation state.
What do you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
Les marionnettes ont-elles vraiment besoin de repos?
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest, I must follow her will.
Paimon gets it. So this is all A's doing. But why? Surely you going about your business doesn't interfere with the plane of euthymia. She's got plenty of space in there. Seems like it would be the perfect place for rest and relaxation.
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this.
Tout le monde est inquiet et veut vous voir.
I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I could do nothing. I am currently unwilling to deal with any business. I am also incapable of it.
Hmm.
What do you mean by that?
It has been forbidden. Please refrain from making me talk any further.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
Vous avez des dysfonctionnements techniques?
Ah, it's you two. It's been a while.
Oh.
The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me.
Ah bah c'était rapide. Ok. Bon. Au moins on va pouvoir parler à la bonne personne. Paimon, reste respectueux.
It's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed about.
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you gonna get it fixed, or...?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting.
Qu'est-ce qu'elle voulait dire par interdit?
As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity, and thinking takes time. But the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I am working things out.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
No, she was not created to ever be turned off. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such changes would not be conducive to eternity.
C'est vraiment strict avec vous-même.
That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against unforeseen circumstances. For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions, rather than attempt to modify her rules.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! The thunderstorm's getting out of control because some of the Shogun's functions have been disabled!
The thunderstorm is getting out of control? This is the first I've heard of it.
Ah, je m'en doutais.
Huh? Okay, well, let us bring you up to speed.
Vraiment, vous informer les problèmes.
I see. So the thunderstorm is drawing closer.
You can fix it, right?
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Shogun should fix it.
Ah, tout le monde s'est emballé pour rien?
Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically inevitable for something to go wrong when you start tweaking things.
Oui, c'est vrai, c'est exact.
Yes, that's it. I'm not making excuses. It's the truth.
It's fine, just as long as you can fix it is all.
Ah. Vous avez progressé dans vos réflexions sur l'éternité?
Not much. As before, I can see the way forward, yet there are still contradictions. But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one, would be a confusion of priorities.
Que dites-vous d'aller faire une petite promenade?
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, it'll put all the speculation and rumors out there to rest. And who knows? A change of scenery might put you in a different mood and give you some fresh inspiration.
You mean, leave the plane of Euthymia?
Vous n'avez pas quitté cet endroit depuis longtemps, je parie.
It's unnecessary, as far as I'm concerned. But since you're inviting me, a change of pace might well be nice. All right then. I'll come out for a while. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of rigid titles.
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you? Can consciousness actually leave this place?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to imprisonment voluntarily.
Oh, great! Then there's nothing to worry about. Allow us to be your tour guides.
Tour guides? What's a tour guide?
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat and how to have fun. All right, let's go!
Bon. Ok, on va y aller juste comme ça. Et la Shogun, elle sera là. Elle sera là avec le... Non, je pense que Ain ne sera pas là avec un corps. Ou pas. C'est difficile à dire. C'est difficile à dire. Attention. Je suis un tout petit peu surpris.
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it. The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected.
It's the Shogun! What is the almighty Shogun doing here?
Isn't the Shogun sick? This is quite sudden.
I appear to have frightened the people.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
La Shogun ne patrouille-t-elle pas normalement dans ces endroits?
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have time to deal with it herself. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need for her to come here just to pass the time or to relax.
So, what do we do now? Should we go away for a while and make a more low-profile return later?
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. Let's just relax.
It was more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about. Never mind. This definitely seems like your style, eh?
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever.
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either? Anyway, people seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
Ouais. Ça c'est sûr.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
Ah. Le pauvre vendeur. Il va se... Le pauvre vendeur. La toute puissante Shogun va lui tomber dessus.
Shogun,
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. I'm having a change of pace today. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Huh? Milk? Sounds kind of like the odd one out.
It might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty. You see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk. The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with eternity.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is something that can be shaken by dango and milk?
Why do I feel like she's different than I expected? Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me. But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time either. And both dango and milk have a short shelf life. So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise, in the right proportion, it tasted superb.
A chance combination. Interesting. May I try this drink?
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly. And you two should try it too.
Nice. It's sweet. The sensation is not so different from eating a dessert. A unique beverage indeed.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
It's a little bit like porridge? But the resemblance is only superficial. Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this dango milk must sell exceptionally well, no?
Well, I won't lie to you. Sales are very average.
Huh? So it's selling slowly? Why is that?
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's an unusual combination, even though everyone who's tried it before rates it highly. I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual tastes. Please, don't take it the wrong way.
Ah, I see. Well, that can be fixed. I'll just have the Yashiro Commission order a few hundred cups and go door-to-door delivering them.
No, almighty Shogun, that's too much.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on dango milk.
Alors, vous aimez les choses sucrées?
Of course. I've heard that most humans like desserts, so it's not unusual that I should enjoy them too. Miko agrees with me on this. There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoyable than meditating alone all the time. By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House to sell some sort of light novels. She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place for myself. Can you take me there?
Sure! Let's go and have a look!
Bon, let's go. Ça y est, tu es sauvé. Le Shogun est parti. Hop. Aïe aïe aïe. Bon, let's go. Hop.
Shogun!
Bon, maintenant c'est à lui de prendre cher.
Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Eye Publishing House? Do you have instructions for us?
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management? Or publishing regulations? Or fire safety measures?
She just wants to browse your books.
The Almighty Shogun wishes to read light novels?
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Eye Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general public, and the content is all kinds of strange. I'm not sure we have anything quite to the Almighty Shogun's taste.
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax. It's just words on a page, isn't it? What could I misunderstand, really?
Ah oui, là par contre, pourquoi je suis pas d'accord?
In principle, you're absolutely right. It's just...
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
La Shogun toute puissante veut juste jeter un œil.
Well... Okay then. Please proceed to the bookshelf over there. It has all the latest bestsellers. There are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. I've just finished compiling them into a saleable form. Don't take them too seriously. It's all just a bit of fun.
Okay. Let's go then. Huh. How can this be? Did I underestimate the caliber of this material? I know every individual word in these books' titles, so why is it that they make no sense to me in these particular combinations?
Ah oui. Ah oui, là, oui, c'est vrai que... c'est vrai que là, ouais, je vois que ça pourrait être un peu perturbant, les titres, ouais.
Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat sunsetias to become stronger.
Ah.
It's so long. Is it true that hilly churls grow stronger from eating sunsetias? Well, surely it should be some sort of meat, at least.
It's just a narrative device.
Narrative device.
C'est imaginaire.
So it's made up? What's the point of that? Without being grounded in reality, how can the story be believable? Also, I'm fairly certain that hilly churls can't write stories. So, does this author claim to be documenting hilly churl life from an outside perspective, perhaps?
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now.
La mode n'a probablement pas sa place dans l'éternité. Trop moderne, j'imagine, on va dire ça.
How about we choose for you? We can pick out some novels that are easier to understand and give you the scoop.
All right, then. I believe myself to be relatively well-read, but with stories like these, I don't even know where to start. I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure the stories are very entertaining.
All right, leave it to us. We'll be back in a jiffy. This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against.
Bon, qu'est-ce qu'on a? Histoire d'une réincarnation. Histoire de réincarnation. Shogun toute puissante. Comment j'ai été réincarné en Raiden au pouvoir illimité. Dans ce livre, le protagoniste est frappé par la foudre sur un tonnerre et se réveille pour découvrir qu'elle est devenue la Shogun Raiden. À l'envers cet événement, le protagoniste était particulièrement malmené, mais après être devenue la Shogun Raiden, elle a acquis des pouvoirs illimités. L'attrait de ce roman réside principalement dans l'euphorie du passage de l'impuissance à la toute-puissance et dans le cheminement intérieur de la protagoniste pour enfin se libérer de sa faible estime d'elle-même. Mais il est difficile de prévoir ce qui va se passer. Après que la protagoniste soit devenue la véritable Shogun Raiden.
With a premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda was nervous about letting A look around. Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might get the author in trouble.
Ouais, ça pourrait être un peu sous ça. Je l'aurais pas donné ce livre. Enfin bon. La Shogun n'est pas dépeinte sous un mauvais jour. Je pense que c'est assez original. Peut-être dans cet univers, oui. Quoique. J'ai déjà lu un livre comme ça. Ça me vient pas à l'esprit là pour l'instant, mais peut-être. Ah bah oui, mais oui, dans un roman, il y avait le paysan qui était devenu le roi divin de son pays. J'avais lu un truc. Bon, c'est pas la même chose, mais voilà, c'est un peu dans ce style. En tout cas, cette partie de l'histoire est un peu dans ce style, parce que bon, c'était que l'un des personnages principaux. Enfin bon, la Shogun n'est pas dépeinte sous un mauvais jour.
Well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff this Paimon would never do, Paimon would feel really uncomfortable.
Ouais. Histoire d'un quotidien plein de romances. Épopée chaotique de ma jeune vie amoureuse. Se livre par les histoires d'amour entre un homme très banal et 7 belles femmes. Ouh là là. Je sais pas, c'est une visuelle nouvelle japonaise, ça, ou quoi? C'est un récit chronologique de la vie quotidienne du protagoniste avec de nombreuses anecdotes amusantes. L'écriture est solide, la prose élégante, et l'auteur fait ressortir avec brio le charme unique de chaque personnage de l'histoire. Hein, ça sert bien. Mais l'histoire s'arrête au moment crucial où l'amoureuse d'enfance du personnage principal est sur le point de lui dévoiler son amour. Ah bah non, ça c'est un no-go. Hein. Ouais, mais bon, on voit la fin, non?
Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart since childhood.
Oh. J'espère qu'il y aura une fin heureuse à ce roman.
Right! Yeah, it's just a novel. But please let the author have a heart, please!
Oh.
The plot is really gripping. But would A really understand this kind of mortal romance?
Ah, oui, ça c'est une très bonne question. Pas forcément, hein. Pas forcément. Et histoire d'arts martiaux de Libye. Parce que je pense que celui-là, je pense que la Shogun pourrait comprendre quelque chose. Hein. La vie a fait de moi un martialiste quand je voulais juste être un essayiste. C'est l'histoire d'arts martiaux qui se déroule à Libye et se concentre sur les combats entre différents gangs. Le protagoniste n'aspire qu'à devenir un humble romancier, mais se trouve pris dans le monde des rivalités entre gangs à cause de ses compétences en arts martiaux hors normes. L'intérêt de l'histoire réside dans le fait que le protagoniste ne rejoint jamais aucune des factions, mais est constamment supposé être le maître reclus de l'une ou l'autre. Ah. Les pros des arts martiaux qui voient le protagoniste comme leur ennemi sont toujours en pleine démonstration de leur force. Le protagoniste est coincé au milieu de tout cela, tout s'accrochant au rêve de devenir romancier.
What a strange person. Why would someone want to be a novelist that badly?
Parce qu'il aime écrire. Bah, ses raisons lui appartiennent, quoi qu'il en coûte. Donc.
Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world.
Aïe aïe aïe. Oui, mais les gens ne veulent pas c'est pas forcément ce que les gens veulent pour eux. Juste parce qu'ils peuvent le faire. C'est le voyage qui compte.
You do have a point. And a character so determined to follow their ambition is likely to appeal to A, right? That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
Elle est où? Elle est là.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories.
On va lui donner l'histoire d'Armatio. Je pense que c'est un bon bail.
Goodness. Are people in Liyue really so complex these days? Even though the protagonist refuses to acknowledge his innate talents, he has a rare dedication to justice. Where is he now? Does he have plans to visit Inazuma? If so, I will instruct one of the commissioners to bring him to me on his arrival. I would very much like to spar with him.
He's a fictional character. He doesn't exist. What about the antagonist, though? Don't you have any thoughts about their part in the story?
The antagonists? You mean all the people who behaved foolishly? What can I say? They're bad people, and they all got what they deserved. End of story.
La fiction, c'est pas pour la Shogun.
He doesn't seem interested in the supporting characters at all. So what do you think of Yae Publishing House's light novels, eh? Do you like the stories we picked?
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself, but what they represent in terms of the effects of time upon Inazuma. Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plain of Euthymia, there was no Yae publishing house, and certainly no stories of this kind. In accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. A nation that, in theory, should remain entirely unchanged over time. But the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed with time.
C'est la nature humaine de chercher le changement.
I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say if we were still in the plane of Euthymia. But the truth is right here in front of my eyes, and I can't deny it.
And that's exactly why we brought you out, to take a look around and get some fresh ideas. Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are loving life in the present. That's gotta be a good thing, right?
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change. But I do not wish for my pursuit of eternity to stop human lives from changing for the better. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me.
Ce n'est rien.
This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, this trip has been quite an occasion. I've seen a lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough. I hope I will remember it for a long time to come.
Eh bien, pourquoi ne pas prendre une photo alors?
Ooh, great idea! A's had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to remember it.
Ah, mais c'est pas ce que c'est.
Take a photo? Once again, I'm faced with a combination of words that makes absolutely no sense to me.
It's okay. Come with us. We'll find a scenic spot and show you what we mean.
Allez, où? Ah, l'essence de la constance. Prenez-vous un endroit au paysage magnifique pour prendre une photo. Ah ben... Ici?
So, what are we supposed to be doing?
We're taking a photo of you. Just leave the hard work to us. All you need to do is stand over there and strike a pose. Basically, a photo makes a visual record of you at this very moment in time, so it makes a great souvenir.
Okay. So what exactly is striking a pose?
Ben, une photo est une représentation visuelle.
Ah, I see. So in other words, I need to do some sort of visually agreeable action in front of you, right? The more I think about it, the more embarrassing it seems. How should I pose? Help me out here. It should look good, but not too over the top. This isn't coming naturally to me at all.
On essaie d'avoir l'air d'être contracté. On va dire ça.
Casual. How about this? This feels quite natural.
Ah, est-ce qu'on peut lui faire changer de pose comme ça? Ah, c'est peut-être autre chose.
All right. Well, I'll leave the decision to you.
Gracieuse et digne.
Okay. I'll try that.
Ah, parfait, ça a l'air bien. Non, on va dire ça.
Okay, let's get started.
Let's pick a good angle to record this moment from.
Ah oui. Avec le sanctuaire de Naokami derrière. Hop là. Voilà, ça a l'air sympa comme ça.
It's a wrap! Take a look! Here's the photo we took of you.
Wow. This is astonishing. Is it some kind of magic? It seems to be another copy of me. But she doesn't seem to be able to move or talk.
C'est juste un enregistrement.
I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid, but it actually looks more natural than I imagined. The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scenery in the background. I can't imagine how it's achieved.
That's what makes it so special!
Hang on. I'm still struggling to understand this. I need you to explain it again. So, the one in this photo, are you sure it isn't me? If it's not me, then why does she look exactly like me? And if she is me, then who am I?
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Over to you, traveler.
Un peu comme la Shogun et vous.
Hey, that's right! Do you think the Shogun counts as you?
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Inazuma into anybody else's hands.
So then, who does that make you, here and now?
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that.
Ah, donc votre existence n'est pas unique.
My existence? I think I understand. I am me. There is only one of me. But I can exist in many different forms. It's not important what form I exist in. The Shogun, for example, is one of my forms of existence. The question of whether or not she is me is not determined by any of her components.
In that case, this picture is one of your forms of existence too.
So even I, who seeks eternity, am constantly changing my form of existence. Then, how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanging?
Bah, Inazuma sera toujours Inazuma.
Everything I have encountered on this journey with you has been from beyond my existing sphere of knowledge. You've seen a lot of my ignorant side today. Maybe you can't tell, but all this has challenged my understanding of things. Based on what I have seen today, I am forced to accept that Inazuma is a completely different place from the one I remember. But it would be incorrect to conclude from this that the Inazuma of today is no longer Inazuma.
C'est vrai.
Both the Vision Hunt Decree and the statue of the omnipresent God were conceived as a means of bringing about eternity. But if I were really getting closer to eternity, none of this ever would have happened. Perhaps I've been holding on to everything too tightly.
Sounds to Paimon like Ace figured things out. And that means that we've done a really great job as her guides.
Master Kamaji! Master Kamaji!
Why is it getting so noisy down there? Oh, that sounded like Ippei. What could be the matter?
Ippei? Is that someone from the Tenryou Commission?
Yep, let's find out what's going on.
Ah ok, je me disais bien, il va y avoir quelque chose là. Bon. Là, on va peut-être couper pour passer au prochain épisode, vu que je pense que ça va durer encore peut-être une demi-heure. Donc bon, quoi qu'il en soit, chers amis, donc si jamais ce n'est pas nécessaire et que ça se termine bientôt, bah, on enchaîne. Sinon, voilà. Donc, chers amis, en attendant la suite, n'hésitez pas à laisser un pouce bleu, à vous abonner, à commenter cet épisode, qui, bon, la suite devrait arriver dans quelques heures, normalement. Et en attendant, comme dit, donc en attendant la suite, je vous souhaite à toutes et à tous une très bonne journée, je vous dis à bientôt, ciao.